FSKN.
Well, let me first confirm what Dima has, which is that the Russian government has notified us of their decision to terminate our agreement on law enforcement cooperation and narcotics control. We are seeking more clarification from the Russian government at the moment with regard to what they see this covering. We obviously regret this decision because under our agreement we've had very fruitful cooperation with Russia on rule of law, counter-corruption efforts, preventing trafficking in persons, counter-narcotics, and strengthening our mutual legal assistance cooperation. We obviously remain committed to working on these and other mutually beneficial law enforcement issues with the Russian Federation, for example, on interdicting narcotics. I can say that we do still have in force a mutual legal assistance treaty. We have cooperation in DEA channels, so perhaps that's what your authorities were, Russian authorities were referring to.
You still have in place at this moment, at the rate the Russians are pulling out of agreements with you guys, it might not be too long before there are none. This is the third. Yeah, in less than a year?
It is, and, I would say that, from our perspective, the Secretary spoke about how self-defeating we thought it was to end the AID cooperation agreement because our AID programs in Russia did things like help tackle the tuberculosis problem, help tackle AIDS, helped with public health, all these kinds of things. I think from our perspective, this is also self-defeating because most of the work we were doing under this agreement was also involved in training Russians, training them on trafficking in persons, interdiction, training them on implementation of the mutual legal assistance treaty that we have, training them in implementation of their own new criminal procedures code, which was something that they sought our help on and we helped them work on. So how to implement that was something that we were working on, but it's obviously a Russian decision if they don't feel they need that help anymore.
Right, but I mean, this is, so you got AID, you got the adoptions, now you have this. How's that reset going?
Well, look, I mean, I think the Secretary also spoke to this yesterday, that we have a range of challenges